All right, here we go. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Last Call podcast. We talk sports news and entertainment, not always in that same order, not always on the same day. What's up, Josh?
What's going on?
How we doing today? How we doing?
Good. Saturday.
Relaxing. Got some
Yes.
football going on. You know how we do it on our last call. I know we ain't drinking this early, but I got a little liquid IV right now. I'm dehydrated.
Just water right now.
Yeah, water right now.
Get hydrated for later.
Yes, sir. All right. So topic of the day. As we can see, we saw a little bit of Shedeur Sanders. That was just a quick clip. We're talking about a quarterback competition, quarterback battle. Some might say it's not a competition. Some might say it's a money grab. It's a money situation over there in Cleveland.
Sure.
So I think let's kick it off with Deshaun Watson. What do you give us a little bit of his numbers and what they paying him and stuff like that?
All right. So since I'm a Texans fan, I got a little bit of history with Deshaun Watson here. He was great for us until
he had on in the jersey.
Until he started doing his thing outside of the field, and then we had to get rid of him. But I mean, he signed for what, $230 million with Cleveland? It's 4 years ago, maybe 2022.
First fully guaranteed contract of that much money. That's for sure.
Yeah, and he's only played 19 games, and he's 9-10. He's thrown 19 interceptions or touchdowns and 12 interceptions. So,
and how many games do we have a season?
A season?
At least
17 now, right?
Yeah. And he played 19 games in 4 years.
He's played a season across 4 years.
What's the record?
Didn't earn that 230. His record is 9-10, so he's not even 50-50.
And it looks like 19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
Yeah. So
man,
at least he's got more touchdowns than interceptions. But he ran a couple of those, so I don't know if that matters.
Man, you might be right about that. Yep, I forgot he did run a couple of them. I'll put it to you like this: I loved Deshaun Watson when he was a Houston Texan.
I loved him when he was playing in college.
Yeah, he was like the next chosen one for me. I'm like, he's on it. Like he was, if he didn't have his team was not so trash. And then he would have been doing his thing in that playoff game, but he got hurt. And, it was history from there. It seemed like got hurt, then he came back, then he sat out, and then he had the issues, and it's just like,
yeah.
And then Cleveland is like, you know what? We don't like Baker Mayfield. Why don't we just put up some money for Deshaun Watson?
Which also, it's kind of crazy because Baker Mayfield's a playmaker, but they didn't have anyone on the team for him to make plays with.
And he got the team to the playoffs and beat the Steelers. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, I was confused, but I understood. Like Deshaun Watson at the time, I'm like, yeah, he's better. He's way better than Baker. But
yeah, well, that's like a longevity play, right? Like Baker Mayfield wasn't going to be this franchise quarterback for an extended period, and Deshaun looked like he could do that.
Yeah, we all were fooled.
It happens quite a bit.
Maybe we got a new coach. We got less talent over there now. Myles Garrett's gone. So we'll see if Deshaun Watson can do anything. What's next? So how much is he guaranteed this year?
At $440 million?
Whew.
Just not even if he doesn't play, it's $40 million, right? Or $46 million cash this year. Sorry. And
I bet you Shedeur Sanders only getting like 600,000-700,000 probably, right?
1.1 million is his cap hit for this year. So basically, there's a $37 million gap between the two.
So, I'm trying not to get crazy, but with Deshaun Watson, it's guaranteed that they're probably going to start him, right? You would believe.
I don't know if it's a start, if it's guaranteed. Is it just because of the money?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If I was paying you $40 million and I was paying this other kid $1 million, am I gonna let this $40 million what is it? Bugatti Veyron, blah blah blah, sit in the garage, or I'm gonna and take out this little Toyota Supra, or am I gonna pull out the Bugatti because I'm paid 40 million? You know,
But if every time you bring the Bugatti out, it dies on you or you can't make it home, it's got to come home on a trailer. Like, do you drive the Bugatti just because it's a Bugatti and you paid $40 million for it?
Ooh-wee, that was a good point right there. My God, the Bugatti conversation. Dang, that Bugatti broke down on me, maybe. I need to go get get my Honda Civic. I need to go
You know
get
how
my
expensive those Bugattis
Toyota
are to
Corolla.
fix?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can imagine all carbon fiber. Come on, man.
So,
Shucks.
like just because you're paid the money up front, sometimes, how many times have you bought something you spent good money on and it just did not turn out to be what you expected it to be? I mean, I think that's
Oh,
what we're talking
all the
about
time,
here.
all the time. I guess my biggest question then would be, what are the Browns thinking? Are they doing it? Do you think they even tried to shop him or
I
anything?
don't,
Try to
I
trade him?
don't, I don't think so. I don't think anyone's interested. There's too many
Right,
things that
nobody's
come with that.
interested. Yeah, too much baggage.
There's too much baggage and too much money that comes with that baggage. So I don't see them being able to get rid of him even if they wanted to, not for a trade.
Even though there's so many teams that need a quarterback, they say no to Deshaun Watson, and it's mostly because of his play on the field. You think not even just his off field antics. It's really the
There's no
19
consistency.
touchdowns, 12 interceptions, yeah, 9-10 record.
And there's nothing that
Um,
we have seen, right? Like that's like if he would have came out and just balled last year, which he didn't, right? Didn't really play, then maybe this would be a different conversation. But we haven't seen anything in 3 years. We're
and the one
19
year
games,
that he can,
three
yeah,
years.
that one year he came back to play, we barely seen anything. We didn't even see a flash of just. I mean, I couldn't. It was like he was stuck in the blocks, like we say in track.
Right.
He never came out the blocks, or he was gun shy, like just won't throw the ball, won't even throw the ball away, just tucking in, getting sacked, trying to
And
run
it
with the ball all the time with no speed. Not
right.
no more. He don't have his old self. He's not his old self. You know.
So again, that Bugatti, it isn't what it was when you bought it.
Boy, that Bugatti show was sharp, boy. When I first looked at it and I purchased it, that thing was slapping. Then all of a sudden, that thing's on the side of the road, got two flats on rut flats. You're like, how
Right.
that happened? Oh man. Okay. So, all right. So let's just back it up then to last year since we talked about it. So he was hurt the whole season, right? He had the injury, and they picked two quarterbacks in
Well,
the
and they
draft,
brought in an old school, you know?
and they brought back old man Wrinkle.
He's consistent though. He
He's
does
so
what he
consistent, and he
does.
got a gun on him still. He can throw the ball all the way down the field if he wants to, like farthest as anybody. Old man Flacco. So we
When I
brought them
saw it, I
into.
laughed a little bit, but I was like,
Yeah, I was
"Hey,
like,
you
but
know
I mean,
what?"
you remember that year I can't say nothing. I had a dynasty league where he saved my life. Joe Flacco in the last 5 games saved my life because I lost Joe Burrow. Who else I lose? I lost all Aaron Rodgers. Went down to
Damn.
me. I mean, I lost everybody, man. I was like, this is nuts. I'm losing everything. I had to find a quarterback, and I was scraping the barrel. And I picked up Joe Flacco, not even thinking he was going to start, and it just so happened that Deshaun got hurt, and I'm like, thank God I got this boy on my team. And he played good, and he had enough of wide receiver to catch some touchdown balls.
Yep.
But man, so they get Dylan Gabriel in the third round after skipping over Shedeur Sanders, acting like he wasn't no first round pick. And everybody who's watched this channel seen our video when we talked about the Shedeur situation, that draft situation. That was
They did him wrong. It was just wrong.
yeah. I would
Like
like to hear your take on it since we didn't get to talk about it, man. What do you think? What do you think was behind the scenes happening to Shedeur? Do you think he was a first round pick or at least a second round pick?
I won't say he was a first round pick. I feel like he did good at Colorado, but not as good as I was expecting him to do, if that's fair to say. I mean, you have his dad coaching him, an NFL legend. Now, granted, he's a defensive player, so maybe coaching quarterbacks ain't his best thing. But he also knows all the things quarterbacks shouldn't do. and Shedeur was
Mhm.
out there doing them. So let's just be honest, right? Like he was a gunslinger in college. He got threw a lot of wild balls, and he couldn't win the games that he should have won. I guess is
Yeah.
where I would put that. So,
He
but
hold the ball a lot too. Yeah.
is he a bad quarterback? No. I think coaching can get him where he needs to be. So I would say maybe second, early third round if you're really looking for a quarterback. But I,
In
I felt
Dylan
like they
Gabriel's
did
spot.
him. Yeah, because who is that? I'm just gonna put it out there like that. You know what I
I'll
mean?
be
Like,
honest with you, I know Dylan Gabriel very well because he went to OU first before he went to Oregon, so, you know, we know all about Mr. I'm running away, He's trying to follow
he's
in Caleb Williams' footsteps, and then it just ain't happening.
right. He
Um,
also was not a bad quarterback, but I guess for me, I would have picked Shador if I was the person making that decision that day. I would have picked him over Gabriel and maybe flipped them.
yeah,
In the position.
Gabriel wouldn't have been on my board. It would have been Shedeur and then somebody else. Even if
Right.
if anything, Gabriel would have been my 6th or 7th, round pick. Shedeur
Right.
Sanders, I thought we talked about it, me and Johnny. We were like, he got it was some it wasn't like nepotism. It was like all the owners got together and said, "Oh, he thinks he can just choose." After probably one phone, he might have made one phone call or somebody called him and said, "We're thinking about taking you." And he said, "I don't want to play for you because." Like whenever the Ravens they called, he didn't want to play because he wanted to be behind Lamar Jackson, which is cool. I mean, I
Right.
understand, but you don't get to pick, man. And he didn't even
No.
realize he would have played that whole season because Lamar got hurt.
Right. And there was nobody
Um,
else to take the spot, so he would have got
mm-mm.
plenty of time to play.
Yeah, so it's like hindsight is 2020. Like you got to just take what you got. But we understand he got a dad named Dion Prime Time, as you can see on the dome right here, Prime Time Dion. Yeah, he got that daddy, and that daddy he got a mouth on him, so he talked a little bit, and probably had some people thinking that he was going to try to run things, even though he didn't. And
Nope.
and Shedeur handled his business the way he was supposed to. His dad wasn't even involved, you know what I mean? But everybody started probably thinking that, and I think it screwed up Shadeur's draft stock a little bit.
I
But
think so.
after last year, and they finally started Shedeur Sanders, I think Kevin Stefanski, or is that his name? Yeah, what's his name? Yeah, that's his name. The old coach
Oh, coach, yep.
was, yeah, that dude was. She knew better. He only was playing Dylan Gabriel because Dylan Gabriel was a 3rd round pick only.
For sure.
That's it.
Like it's kind of like what you said. Do you do you play the fifth round pick over the third round pick? You're gonna look foolish. Why'd you pick him in the
Yeah.
third round then?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you kind of got to eat your words, even if they were looking better in practice.
But I thought, in my opinion, I know Dylan Gabriel was probably more practice ready. He was probably more in his books, a little deeper than Shadeur. Shadeur was probably working hard, but Dylan, played a lot more college ball, a lot more high level college ball. Um,
More of an NFL type offense.
Yeah, everything like that, and he didn't have NFL arms, so to speak, and he didn't have NFL size completely. But I was thinking in the Shadeur's case, like Russell Wilson, whenever he got drafted in the 4th round or 3rd, whatever round he went in, 3rd or 4th, they had Matt Flynn over there. They just signed to a big contract.
Hmm.
He didn't see the NFL anymore after that. Like he didn't play
I feel like
ever.
they gave him a chance to win the spot, where I don't feel like
Yeah.
Shador got a chance to win the spot. Right? Like
And I
it
don't. Do
was.
you think he's getting the chance to win the spot now?
I mean, let's not pretend he's already proven himself either, though, right? Like he's shown some things, but he's not proven yet. He
You're
played
saying
what,
he's a
8
practice
games?
warrior.
He's played 8 games. He got 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns, but 10 picks. So 56% completion, 3-4 record. I mean, it sounds like half of what uh, Watson did, but in 1 year. So I don't know.
So
I just don't think he's 100% earned the starting spot either, which I actually think that's why preseason matters for these two.
yeah, I think so. But I'll give you my honest take on. I'm gonna wrap up last year's Shadeur real quick, and then I'm gonna give you my honest take on this preseason. So I don't think Shadeur had enough help. last year to really be successful because of the coach wasn't behind him at the time. He even came out there with the wrong playbook on his wristband once. Like that was crazy. Like you can't even run the plays he's calling because you can't find them. Like slows everything down, throws everything off. But um, other than that, I do think that he needs the preseason. He needs to earn it and prove it. But when we think about preseason, like right now, my first thought when they named Deshaun Watson the starter for preseason game this week, I was like, that's not a good sign for Deshaun. What do you think?
No, because typically you wouldn't be playing the one you're going to start week one, right? Like that's not how it goes. But
Mm-mm.
he's got to earn it too. Like, I mean, I think at this point, and maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but there's a new coach. He's got to prove to the new coach who's going to start. Maybe he's getting a clean slate. I mean, I feel like that's the best positive view you can have for Deshaun this time because maybe this coach is going to give him a clean slate. Hey, come prove to me that you should be the starter.
You seen the practice numbers?
I haven't seen the practice numbers. How's it looking on that one? Not good.
No. He's 9 interceptions deep. He's 64% completion percentage. Shedeur is like 4 interceptions with way more touchdowns, and he's 70% completion percentage, which is 70% is it's pretty much Shedeur Sanders. Like he led the college football in completion percentage whenever he was at his last year in Colorado. Like the boy don't really miss. He might not throw that many passes because he takes a lot of
Right.
sacks, but his completion percentage is way higher. But
Is that a good trade off?
I don't know. I think that well, here's my thought. You didn't hear this because you weren't there whenever I was talking about it. But when Shedeur Sanders was coming out of college, I said this to Johnny. I said, "Look, I don't care what team he plays for, Cleveland, Jets, anybody. It's gonna be 10 times better athletes on his team all around than he's ever played with in Colorado." Because
Absolutely.
Colorado, they couldn't block. They had little linemen. They didn't even have big linemen. They didn't have big wide receivers. They had Travis Hunter and they had, J.C. Horn. They had, they got a couple. Like, there's something. They didn't have everything. Like, he has a Jerry Judy.
Right.
Okay. He got a Noah, what's his name? Quishan Judkins or whatever, the running back. He's a monster. And then he got no Harron Fannin or whatever, the tight end. That's a monster. And then he has an offensive line that's all NFL football players.
Right.
So I felt like he was just going to be better just because of that off the rip. Like you actually have players that are better than like 10 times better than what you played with when you played behind. But I do think that he was on a disadvantage on the downhill slope coming into last year because of his rank. But as you can see, Dylan Gabriel barely participating in practice now. He getting like 5 reps and he's the third round pick. So there's a reason.
Yeah.
That means the other coach was I was gonna tell you. So then I heard this clip today. They were trying to get on the coach and they were trying to catch him off guard. And they were like, so you said that you're starting Deshaun because he's better than Shedeur. He's finally gotten better, and he's like, uh, I don't know if I ever said he's better than Shedeur, but good try trying to catch me up in that one. I said, that's how you know it's a possibility he might know something that we don't know.
Well, I think it's fair to say, like, I don't know if either are better than the other. I feel like they're getting graded on two different standards, and their game is different as far as how they play and think.
Yeah.
Came from different systems, like all of that. So, but I just don't think that I can say that they're being graded equally. You know, they both
Mhm.
have hurdles that they're trying to overcome, but they're not the same hurdles.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say about preseason this year. Deshaun needs it. He hasn't played in a year,
Yep.
more than a year. He has to have it, but what I'm concerned, I want to see is who's he playing with. Is it the starters? Because a lot of the ones went this week. I
Right.
saw a lot of the ones they played in other teams. So, but a lot of them didn't either. So if he plays with the ones and Shedeur plays next week without the ones, then I think we know Deshaun's the starter week one. But
I don't know though, because that might play to his benefit
who
because
to which
all
one?
uh, Shador, like
Shedeur?
all he did was practice with the twos and the threes last year when he wasn't playing, and he's got timing with those guys. Like I just
Yeah.
don't know if that's going to necessarily be the a negative this time. Any other situation, I would 100% agree with you. I just think we're not going to hear who the starter is until like almost the last week of the preseason. If even then, we might still be not wondering until game one.
But what do you? I mean, is that a good thing for the Cleveland? I mean, yes, it's great for TV if it's like for entertainment purposes.
Right.
But I mean, how does that?
How
If you
many?
can't,
I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad. I get what you're saying as far as chemistry, trying to get that played into,
it's just
preseason.
wasting time. Like we can't if we can't choose somebody. Everybody always says the saying: if you have two quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks.
Best
You
case
just
is
don't
week
have one.
three is the answer, then, is what we're
Hmm.
looking at, right? So week three comes and you see Deshaun start, he's not starting.
Can you pull up the schedule while we're talking? I wanna look at the Cleveland schedule. Um, so at this point, we're gonna watch Deshaun Watson. I mean, I'm guessing we're gonna see Shedeur Sanders too, right? He's gonna play, you would think, right?
Yeah, well, he's gonna
With the scrubs.
well, I mean, he's gonna start halftime, whatever the get when the game start. It might be on right now, but he's gonna start second half today or this week, and then next week he gets to start first half. And
Man, I might need to pull out my phone and look it up.
I think that's going to be a good thing though, because you're going to get to see, because right now the game is third quarter, 8:58 left, Cleveland down 10-17 to the Bears. That's where we're at right now.
What's it? Let me look at his numbers. Let's pull it up. Oh, so they are playing. So Deshaun went 11 of 15 for 126 yards. He took a sack. He had a 98%, 98 passer rating. So far, Shedeur is 3 of 4. Obviously, it's got to be with the twos and threes. But he's got 116 passer rating. But the starters are out there. So you got Casey Concepcion, got Quinshawn Judkins out there. Deshaun and Shedeur both ran the ball a little bit. And then let's see if Jerry Judy, Jerry Judy played. So he played with the ones, or the ones and twos played today. So that's what I wanted to see. Because if the ones and twos didn't play, them, it's just the coach ain't really trying to see what Deshaun got. He can see it in practice. That's what. But if he plays as ones and twos, I think I'm leaning towards Deshaun Watson starting probably. But I would say week 3. What do you got? You got the schedule pulled up?
So week three
Well,
preseason
let's go
is
week 1. Week 3. No, go week 1. I want to see what the season looks like, because I think after seeing that Deshaun started with the ones, if Shedeur doesn't start with the ones, we know no, we'll know no that it's Deshaun.
right.
But if
So
it is Deshaun, I want to see what the record is going to look like.
so next week might answer that question because that's when Deshaun is going to play second half this time, and Shador is going to start. If he still plays his ones and twos next week for Shador starting, then that might
Mhm.
give you that they're still looking, right? If they
Yeah,
don't, and he just gets to start because that's what's already been said, and he doesn't start his ones and twos around him, then that may be the clue also, like, hey, we're not gonna do that. It's still letting him start, but we're not gonna do that. And then you got New England after that, Jacksonville after that, and then what? Tampa Bay, September 20th. Is that week one of
I think it's the
season?
ninth. The ninth is the start of the season. So what do
So
you got?
that'd be Jacksonville, September 13th.
So Jacksonville. I think they taking a loss. What you think?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Jacksonville's defense, as much as I want Jacksonville to lose, like, let's face it, that
No,
helps my
I don't
team.
think they're gonna lose. Yeah, yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think
they're gonna
so.
beat them. And then who's next?
After that, it's Tampa Bay, which also looks like a loss when you think about it.
Yeah, for sure. The
Week
Tampa
three
Baker
is,
Mayfield playing for a contract right now. You seen that?
and you know how he plays when that's on the line.
Man, you seen him on the quarterback? He is. I mean, I knew him in college, but it's like because I used to watch him and I used to go into the facilities and stuff like that. But he was crazy back then. Now he's calmed down, but boy, he's fired up. Whenever you talk a little bit of a little moolah to him, he like I'm about to beat you down. I'm about
Well,
to
then let's
scrap.
just be honest. Like, he's a good leader. He gets everybody fired up around him.
Yeah, man, his teammates love him.
He's a player's leader, right? So they
Yeah,
all
I don't
love him.
understand why Cleveland had to let him go. I think it was the coach. Like he won he won him the coach of the year. He
Right.
got him the coach of the year and then he said, "I don't want you. You're too much of a star. You got commercials and all this other stuff."
So
But
I don't think
outside,
we
let's
see an opportunity for Cleveland to win until week 3, which is the Carolina Panthers.
and Carolina was good last year, and they're gonna be better this year. So,
Yeah. So, but
so we say
that's
0-3. Who's a team? Who's fourth? What's the fourth game?
Pittsburgh. That's going to do any better
Oh
for them.
man, okay. Yeah, that's four. That's 0-4. What's the fifth game?
The Jets.
Okay. Here we go.
Maybe.
No, this is what they're gonna do. If they start Deshaun, which they should start him because they pay for that Bugatti. Okay, they got to pull that Bugatti out their driveway once or twice. Okay, at least 4 times, and then they can sell it. Okay, you pull that Bugatti, you drive it, you don't put too many miles on it, and then you sell it at top dollar.
Fair.
Um, but you play Deshaun Watson, you lose 4 games, but he looks okay, right? He's probably not gonna look bad, but they're not gonna win.
Right.
And then you get the Shedeur Sanders in there with the Jets. That way it's a easy. Well, I say easy because the Jets they just do we even know who got quarterback over there?
I know.
Geno Smith back?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Which isn't a bad
so
quarterback. It's the rest of
he's
the
not
team
bad,
that's
but he's
sketchy.
back on the Jets. I mean, he could lose his life again. Like he could get shot. He got punched in the face last time he was there.
Well, then after that, they have Baltimore, the Titans, the Steelers again, and then the Saints, which, okay, they probably could pull out a win there. Then they go
Maybe.
Texans, the Raiders, the Bengals, the Falcons. Like, all of that is not looking good for them.
So should Deshaun Watson just start the whole season so that the Shedeur don't have to look bad? I mean, golly,
I
like
mean,
what is
I don't.
that? That's a gauntlet.
They got a tough season when you look at it.
Bro, they don't have Myles Garrett no more.
Their defense is going to be what.
They don't
What?
have the coach on the defense. He
No.
gone.
Yeah, they're going to struggle in defense. So I think that's where their quarterback has to play good because they got to put points on the board and just let shootouts happen. And hopefully they get a stop. Like that's where they got to go.
They need Joe Burrow. They need Jamar Chase. They need somebody from the other division. I mean, somebody in
Yeah,
the division on their team.
I'll say they get to play against them.
And I think Joe Burrow and them gonna do their thing, man. I don't know, man. I'll say this. I'm gonna watch the film back on Deshaun Watson today since he threw that many balls, and then I'm gonna watch Shedeur's, and I want to see how it looks because the numbers and the stats they can tell you one thing, but it's the eye test to me. It's how it looks.
Because
If it
it's
looks
hard to look at
comfortable,
stats in the preseason.
yeah, you could be like, oh, he went 11 of 14, he's good, Well,
But
no, that was 11 of 14, and all of them were screens,
right.
and
Or
all
the
the other
defense
passes was.
didn't start any ones. They're
Yeah,
all
or they didn't
twos and
start no
threes.
ones. Yeah, exactly. But typically but that's why I said I didn't even look at the Bears. Did the Bears start any ones? Because they probably didn't. Because they
I didn't
probably
look.
thinking that Cleveland. Let me see. They probably think, yeah, no, they started Tyson Badgett and Case Keenum.
Okay, yeah.
They're basically because you know how they coach comes up and say, hey, I'm gonna play my ones, and they say, okay, cool. And they're like, you have a one yet? And they're like, no. So they're like, all right, we ain't gonna play our ones. Like you playing twos and threes.
Like,
with us. I ain't gonna get nobody hurt out here just because of that. So
but you're right. So it's the eye test. Like, what does decision making look like? How is the pocket movement? Did they get any
mhm,
explosive plays? What did they do on third down? What did they do in the red zone? How did they handle pressure? That's a big one for Shador. How do you handle the pressure? Did you command the team? Like, could you see that they were leading the team, or were they just out there throwing the ball,
yeah.
hoping something was happening?
And did Deshaun Watson look like he was having fun? That's what I want to see because he looked like he was not having fun last time I seen him.
No, it was all pressure. Like, I
Hmm.
think that's what ends up happening to quarterbacks when they're in all this money. And the expectation is, I just paid you $260 million for the next 4 years. Like,
Yeah.
I expect this. And now you got that on your shoulders. Like, that's why I feel like every rookie that gets to come out and start, they have nothing to lose. They're just out there playing. And that's like, you know, I've lived through it a lot on the Texans. We got rookie quarterbacks come out, they ball out that rookie season, and then the next two is like, ooh,
What do you
don't
think is
look the
going to
same.
happen with your Texans? Just to get off topic for just a couple seconds.
I just think this is the year again. It's the pressure, but CJ's got to make it happen this year. If he doesn't, then I mean, you have on paper maybe the best defense in the league, maybe,
Almost a generational defense. If they would have won a Super Bowl last year, we could have put them up there with top five best
right?
defenses of all time or something like that.
And they added some people, which is crazy on top of that. So they added to that defense. So it's like that's not going to be the problem. Shouldn't be the problem. Shouldn't be the defense. So we'll be looking at the offensive line again and CJ. Are you going to get the ball out on time? Because I've been watching Tank Dell in practice. That guy looks like a beast, and that's his
He was a
third.
beast. Yeah.
He looks better, more
Yeah, that's good.
explosive.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
it's
Took a
it's
long
like
time off.
you got three good receivers, a good running back, proven the last 2 years. He runs the ball well, Montgomery. So it's all going to be CJ. Everything's going to be looking at him. If you
Yeah.
can't do that, and because we know the coach is good, he's been doing great with what he's got. So it's really going to be on CJ's shoulders. There's no excuses this year. At least in the beginning, no injuries, right? Everybody looks healthy
Hmm.
right now.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't perform, it's going to be on him, and I don't think we'll see him next year if he doesn't do well.
Well, speaking of coaches, first year coach for the Browns, Mr. Todd Munkin.
Yeah,
I mean, do you think here's what I feel like he and I'm not trying to smack on him, but it's just like these owners is so sneaky. Jerry Jones has he hires people where he can play around with and,
he
you know,
because he wants to
put
be the
in their
boss.
place. He wants to be the boss. I just want to know if Todd Munkin is a patsy or a scapegoat. You know, I don't. I want to know if they got him as a real coach or if he's the only one that wanted the job. Like, remember they had to make him write an essay and stuff like that. He might have been the only one to write the essay. They're like, okay, you get the job. You know, what do you
Maybe.
think?
I mean, that's a tough job to want to take. I think we said it at the beginning. Your defense isn't the same. But let's face it, like he didn't do the trade with Deshaun. He didn't give him the $230 million. So as much as, we're talking about it, he's not loyal to that Bugatti.
He ain't loyal to the Bugatti, but you know what he do like? He like the Camry. He tried to get the Camry over there in Baltimore, but the Camry said, I can't pull in your garage, man. I need my own garage.
So
I
I
don't want to
think
be in
that's
that. I don't want to
the
be in there with that Maserati Bugatti that you got over there that be out there on the road all the time that don't break down. Lamar
right.
Jackson.
Right. But, again, going back to what you said, like, I wish he would have took that because he would have learned some things that was going to just make him an even
It
better
would have made
quarterback.
Todd Monken not leave. You know, he would
Hmm.
he would have been able to not go to Cleveland.
Yeah. But I think that's the thing I'm watching is like, there's no loyalty there to Deshaun Watson from the new head coach. And if I'm head coach, I'm going to play who I want to play. I don't care about the money. I'm going to play the one that makes sense for the offense I'm trying to run. I'm going to play the one that makes sense that looks like they're working the hardest, that's out there really trying to win for me. I don't care how much they get paid.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
like
I
you
mean,
said, maybe he's the patsy and he's going to do what he's told, sing the party song.
yeah, because I think you know how coaches or GMs, whenever they get hired, if they're the coach GM, they might not like the GM, so they might want to let him go and get somebody that they like, right?
Right.
Or if they're the GM, they might not like the coach or the quarterback, so they might not want to they want to let them both go. You know, I feel like Monken is stuck. They got like you said, they got an expensive Bugatti that needs an engine. Like it needs an engine. The engine's blown. It's blown. And then they got this little, you know, like I said, Camry. We're gonna call Shedeur Camry. I don't think he's a Camry, but we got a
He's like a
reliable.
Corvette. Let's be honest. He's like
Yeah,
a
okay.
Corvette.
No, we'll
He's up
give him
there.
that 2023 Supra, Toyota Supra. Okay,
Okay.
it's about $80,000. You know, it's not no $1 million car, but we don't know yet. That Supra could be the one that that 10-second car that Paul Walker was pulling up on Vin Diesel on, and the number in the end of the movie. But we don't know yet because that's why I can't. As much as I want to lean and say Shedeur needs to be starting, I just don't know if he's got it what it takes. I feel like he should ask for a trade and get out of there because Cleveland just ain't the right place to be. That was just my opinion a long
I,
time ago.
yeah, but I don't think he has anything to go on to ask for that other than
Not
he
enough
doesn't
trade
want to be
value.
right. He doesn't want to be there. Okay, but who's going to pick him up? Nobody picked him up when they could get him for free, essentially, right? So who's going to go spend more money on him now that he's got drafted a year? So I just don't think he has the value to go around and ask for that. So I really feel like he's saying, just give me the chance to play and I'm going to show you what I'm worth. And then you could, same argument either way, right? Let's go see what they can do. And now I can sell that car or keep the car, depending
But
on how they
okay, so
play.
we're gonna pull the car out of the garage. This is what we're gonna do with Deshaun. Okay, here's the argument: we're gonna pull the Bugatti out so everybody can see it. We're gonna shine it up. We're gonna sparkle it down, and then we're gonna put that for sale sign on it. Because I don't think you can go with him for the future. I mean, can you? Like, you gonna pay him again? Like, I don't know what they doing. That's what I don't get. Like, I know you're paying him this year, but what you doing next with Deshaun Watson? You gonna just
Well,
lease
he's
him?
got to earn a contract no matter what. This is his last year, right?
Yeah. So
So he's also got to go earn money if he wants to play too. Now he's 31. Does
in
that
the
mean he
NFL in
stays in?
general, yeah,
I mean, he just made $256 million and then playing 19 games. So,
yeah,
like,
I
hey,
would have,
he won already.
I'll
He
walk
won
away.
already
I'll walk away. 230 million in my bank. I'm out of here.
for sure. But I mean, I guess the argument for Watson is we paid him, we got to play him. And hopefully he's finally healthy and can show us what he's supposed to be as a quarterback with his tenure and talent.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I think at least the first 4 games, as we looked at when we looked at the schedule, um,
See,
or
now,
or more than that, just because they're gonna keep losing. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, here's my thought when I think about Shedeur. The argument for Shedeur is so hard because he has Deshaun in his way. It's not Dylan Gabriel in his way no more, or Joe
right.
Flacco in his way. It's 40. It's that Bugatti that's on the racetrack with 1,200 horses, supposedly, that we don't know if it's gonna come off the start line or not. But if it does, it's gonna blow by everybody else. If it actually
Hmm.
does race. Um, so in Shador's situation is, I feel like he needs to get out of there, or because there's nothing he can do. He's the second quarterback now, and he was told that he was below Dylan Gabriel last year, but yet you see he was way more talented than Dylan Gabriel. So I would feel sick because now they got Arch Manning, they got all these boys coming out of college, and they're gonna be tanking, not legally, like not on purpose,
Yeah.
if they keep Deshaun Watson in the game to keep on going down. Looking at
That's
that schedule.
that's what we'll have to see as the season goes on. Cause, you know, for me, like my argument would be if they're even close, I'm going to start Shador. Like if it's, a
Yeah,
harder
because you don't
decision
want
to
to pay
make,
Deshaun next year.
well, not even just that. It's like he's older. I'm going to as a new head coach, I'm going to run with the new kid and make him my franchise quarterback. Or
Wouldn't you want to
hopefully I could
run
make him that.
with number 23 over there? The guy who's got the jersey sales that blew out through the roof, they ain't buying Deshaun Watson jerseys like they buying Shedeur's.
Nope.
Like I, I get it if he ain't a good player, but the marketability of Shedeur Sanders is big time. And
Well,
it is
it's a business. You got to
it's
put
a
people in that
business.
seats.
Jerry Jones would be, give me Shedeur Sanders. That's what he would be. Get Deshaun out of here. You know what I mean? He might kick
Yep.
Dak out for Shedeur just because of
The
the
marketability.
popularity. Yeah, think
Yeah.
about Shedeur Sanders in a star. Like Dion played there. Oh, come on, man. It'd be crazy. You gonna bring the number 12 to Dallas?
That would be nuts.
Dak would be, because Dak, this is last, Dak ain't I don't know where he's gonna be at this coming year. We might be moving around. He might be in Cleveland next year. That we don't know.
Right.
They could use Dak, but Dak needs some he needs some CD Lambs over there. Not no Judy's. But
That's the gap they both got. Is that,
yeah, yeah. He didn't got nobody over there. So
Yeah, I mean, the only argument you really have for Shedeur is that he's younger.
younger, cheaper.
That's it. But he's not going
But
to
you
be
got
cheap
these
for
other people
long if
coming.
he's
You got these
good.
other people coming in. Yeah, you got these other people coming in. Do you pick up another person in the draft? That's my. I mean, we know. I mean,
It
let me
depends
set
on
up.
how it looks today or this
Cleveland
year.
don't. Cleveland don't have the ability, as good as they look drafting these weapons this past year, and this year. I think the quarterback situation, they don't know how to do that. Now maybe the new coach does. I mean the new GM, but he obviously either was listening to somebody and didn't draft Shedeur, or was listening to somebody and wanted to draft Shedeur, or something like that, and he told him no until he fell to him. I don't know. We just don't know that situation, like how the dynamic played out, but he could be up for, I mean, his job if he don't figure this out, because it's just this. He hasn't had a quarterback since Baker, and I don't think he was there when Baker got drafted. I think he's new too. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he might have been the one that made the deal with Deshaun. Ugh. If he's been there 4 years, that means he made the deal that blew this organization up.
Yep.
Spend all this money and don't even have no car to drive, just a big house with nothing in it.
No. And I mean, the big question at the end still goes back to which actually is the better player?
I haven't seen. I would say I haven't seen enough from Shedeur in the NFL to say he's better than Deshaun, but I think he's more talented than Deshaun now. I think
Yeah.
I think we lost Deshaun. I think Deshaun died, and we have somebody else in that uniform, and we never gonna see that guy again. And I don't know. I'm not an NFL football player, so I don't know how that works. I don't know how you fall from grace and then you can't be, because I never seen Tom do it. He got hurt, came back better. He lost 10 years, came back, won 3 more. You know what I mean? Like Patrick, he about to come back. He ain't gonna be coming out there looking like Deshaun. Yeah, Deshaun took that time off, but does it really take away who you are? Like, did you really lose? Like RG3, he came out hot, and then all of a sudden we're like, maybe he can't play. Can he play?
Right.
Maybe he can't play,
I,
because he
I
never was in the league after that.
No, injuries will mess you up like bad. Because you're you never come back exactly the same.
I was like
You
a hobbled horse.
And then when you do come back, even if you're still really good, you got the injury in the back of your mind. You got everybody watching you in the back of your mind. Like there's so much and especially for the quarterback position. Like everything is on your shoulders. So it's like, I think if this sounds like Deshaun did pretty good in his first half, not bad. It's how well does Shedeur come out and do it in the second half?
Yeah,
And then we have
because
next week too.
and then we need to see Shedeur with the starting line. I mean, because I'm not a head coach, I don't know the dynamic of a locker room that well when it comes to, do you go off vibes, like how the offensive line react to each quarterback? Are they better with one or the other, or does that matter? Or do you just start the better person that plays football better?
I think that
Maybe
plays a factor though.
it might, I think so. Because
I mean,
if
even the
Shedeur Sanders
fans
knows how
play
to
a
call
factor.
these protections better, or he's helping protect his linemen better, like from the blitzes and things like that, he can point them out and he can help them better than Deshaun can, which it shouldn't be that way because Deshaun been in the league for so long, and he
Right.
been studying film. He only played 19 games in 4 years, so he been studying film ever since. So he should be a
Well,
master.
we hope he's been studying film. See,
He
that's the
should be
piece.
he probably studying other things. He's probably studying, bodies, and we ain't gonna
So
talk about it.
so to me, like that's the stuff we don't know, right? We don't know how dedicated he's been in the film room. We don't know how dedicated he's been just being around the team and those things, because that's the other part, right? Like the honeymoon period for Deshaun is over, both in Cleveland and on the team.
Oh, it's over.
So it's like not only does he have to win over the team, in my opinion, he also has to win over the fans, because I know you know, but man, the dog pound, that is not a fun place to be for
Mm-mm.
opposing teams or even your team if they don't like you. Because they
Yeah.
will put brown paper bags on their head.
Oh, it's
They will
bad.
do whatever they need to do to make it known that they're not supporting you. They'll sell out the stands to throw stuff on the field. So like it's just not a fun place to be. And if the fans aren't supporting you, man, I think that's a huge blow to the team's morale.
Yep. And that's the I guess that's where we got to get to, the uncomfortable questions and things like that. But at the end of the day, this is crazy to think about when you talk about the fans. They've been suffering, and they had sparks last year. The
Mm-hmm.
last 5 games, they was like, "Oh, okay, we got something here, right?" They got some sparks. So if you throw Deshaun Watson out there first week, even though they should because they're
Mm-hmm.
paying him. What's it gonna do to the fan base? And then what's it gonna do to Shedeur? Like, is it really gonna is he gonna be a career backup because of this? Or because he has no shot at playing in the game? Or do you play him and just say, I'm gonna go cheap for this year. I'm gonna pay Deshaun, but I gotta go with the better places and persons because I want to keep my job.
That's the again going back for me personally, I'm gonna watch the preseason, see who plays better, and as the head coach, I'm gonna play the better player. I don't care who gets paid most. That's just
Yeah,
how I would do it. Just because I want to win.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
I'm not worried about the money. And even as a coach, like you can't even be worried about the fans. So let's just say Deshaun is the right one based off of how they play. Even if he's hated, you still got to play him. Let him win that back. That's on his shoulders to do. So like I think it's a real sticky, messy situation in Cleveland quarterback land right now.
What if he plays like Joe Flacco did and sucks, like really bad,
Oh, then I
week
think
one?
it's a no brainer.
What if they bench him? What if they have to bench him week one?
But see,
That's
that's
too
the
early, I think.
I think it's too early, but it's also is it is it too early? Like I don't think you have a lot of time to play around. We just talked about the first 6 weeks of their schedule. I don't think
Yeah,
either
but
quarterback improves their chances to win those
yeah,
games
that's what I said.
necessarily.
So it doesn't matter who's going to be playing. I don't know if Shedeur can beat the Steelers
I mean, but I don't know if for him, I don't know if it's about he has to beat them. He just
or
has to
play
look
well. I
good.
guess he has to
He
he
has
has to
to
play
play
better.
well. But Watson has to win. Like I don't think he gets the
Watson is there
option
for
anymore.
wins, right? Yeah.
Right. That's why I said the honeymoon is over. If Watson starts, he has to win, or he'll all every in-game interview is going to be. So, are you playing him next week? And
Every time. Yep.
is that going to be good for the team? No. So at some point, the coach has to make the hard decision. I'm going to rip
So
the Band-Aid
you
off,
think
and
that the owner is going to step in one of these days and just make a decision for the coach? You think that would happen? Because I don't feel like Todd Monken is I don't know him like that, but it doesn't seem like he's in charge completely. I feel like the GM and the owner are in charge over there. He's the
I
coach
I
only.
think they have strong influence. We'll put it that way.
Yeah,
And
because
the season will only that'll be the only way we're gonna know is watching and seeing what's happening and being able to make the judgment on how the quarterbacks are playing.
yeah. Here's what I hope. I hope the defense is close to what they were last year, and I hope the offense is better with either quarterback. That way, all these games that because you have the schedule pulled up still.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to talk through the games. I want to see how many. I want you to keep track of how many times we got to win and loss. I want you to keep the win and loss records.
Okay, we'll start back at week 1. So
So
Jacksonville,
loss,
Tampa
probably
Bay,
loss.
Carolina,
It's the toss up, but I would say loss. It's unfortunate, and then I say it's a loss to
Steelers,
Steelers. I would say let's beat the Jets, and then who's
okay.
next? So that's one.
Baltimore, they ain't winning against Baltimore. That's
No,
a rivalry
oh
game,
my
and no,
God,
it's
no.
not gonna
That's
happen.
that's 0-5. I mean 1-5.
Tight
Okay, go.
Titans,
I mean I've
they
been
might
watching
beat them.
Cam. They might beat them. They beat them. They almost beat them last year. They lost at the last throw.
So
So
they
let's just
might
say they
beat.
beat them this year. Let's say they
So
beat them. So that's 2.
that's 2. Then you have Pittsburgh again. So maybe they get
Where is it?
one
Are
of the
they at
two.
home? Are they at home?
No, the first Pittsburgh is at home. This one's away. So maybe they win the at home game, but
Let's say
lose
they
the away
split.
game.
Let's say they split with the Pittsburgh. So let's
So
just give them
that's
3.
3 wins for them so far. Then New Orleans. I feel like they could beat New Orleans. It's a toss up game. Both teams are
If
about.
they beat the Steelers one game and they beat the Jets, they can beat the Saints then at that point. But the Saints defense is very good.
So let's just say they get 4 there, because the rest of the season, I don't feel like they get any. Just glancing. So you got the Texans after that. I think defense is just too much for them. Vegas. There's a lot of turmoil going
Oh,
on in Vegas right now.
give them that win. So what's
So
that?
that's
5?
5.
Okay.
Then they play the Bengals. Then
Mm-mm.
Atlanta. They shouldn't beat Atlanta, but they
Mm-mm.
could, but they shouldn't.
Mm-mm.
And then you got the Giants. With everything the Giants settled out last year, I don't think they're going to beat the Giants either, because they got their
Mm-mm.
quarterback settled now and everybody's decent. I actually picked the Giants to win their division.
Stop it.
then Baltimore again, then
Nope.
Colts, then the Bengals again. So best case scenario, they get 5 wins this season.
Who's the Colts quarterback? I can't think of it. Daniel Jones, is he coming back or no?
Well, but they still have the other guy that kept getting hurt
Whatever.
last year.
Yeah,
Can't
Anthony
remember.
Richardson.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Well, he played the other day.
So I mean, they have quarterbacks.
He
Who's
was
going to
a
start? I
number
don't
3
know.
pick overall. You know, they paid Daniel Jones. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
So
that's a joke. You pay Daniel Jones over me, I should quit. If I'm 6'4", 230, run a 4.3, and I can throw the ball and hit the roof, and you pick Daniel Jones and pay him over me, I might be a bust. I might be a bust. I might just call
I
my own
just don't
self a
think he
bust.
went. I don't think he went to the wrong or right team, honestly. But
Yeah, but
I'm glad we
the
didn't
coach
get him.
was so good before he got there, and then
Yeah.
obviously they kicked him out of there for some reason, probably ego, but I don't know. Okay, so we're saying 5 or 6 wins again, and what they do last year, 6 wins or 5
6.
wins?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
5 or 6
6.
wins.
I
So
don't think they don't. I don't think they show improvement as I don't think they show improvement in their score as far as like the number of wins this season. I think their best bet is to show improvement as team dynamic and losing close games. That's my hope for them. Like
that's hilarious. They probably listen. There's like, and this, like the coach, he don't know what to say because he knows. He sees the schedule. He sees it. He sees his
he sees
team.
the same thing we see.
He's like, I'm Washington Wizards. We don't win games.
We just
we just play. We just play ball. That's all we do. We don't play to win. We don't put win.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but what you supposed to say? You say we gotta win. We gotta go for the Super Bowl this year, guys. You don't even know who quarterback is yours yet. Like
Yeah.
that's hard to coach. It's
It was
hard. Like you can't even tell them, hey, let's just take it day by day. That's so sad. One game at a time. Because okay, just to close it up, Shedeur Sanders is better off starting then. If you only getting 5-6 wins, there's no
well,
point in starting. We put some tape.
that's my
Let's
logic.
be yeah. We
That's
need to
where I'm at.
let him put some tape out there. Like there's no reason for you to let Deshaun Watson put no tape out. Like you paid him, that's fine. You made a mistake. Wash your hands.
Yeah, and I think that's how I would be if I was the head coach. I would go in and be like, that was y'all's pick. That was y'all's problem. I'm going with the guy that I wanted to bring to my team. I have faith in him. I know what I'm going to do.
And
All he's got
push
to do
all
is
the
show me.
confidence into him.
Hmm?
And then guess what? You still have a draft picks
Build
because you got him
around
for
him.
Myles Garrett, right? You either build around him or you find a quarterback. If you don't see a quarterback in the draft that's better than him physically, and mentally, because everybody's talking about Arch Manning, and I personally,
He's not
I
that
think
good.
it's hyped up and he's not better than Shedeur. But that being said, I think that they should start Shedeur first and just let him start the whole season. Like there's
That-
no reason for you to let him, not take first team reps anymore and all this other stuff like he went through last year. You're gonna lose your job, man. You ain't gonna win no games like that. You're not gonna win no games, and you're not gonna win. You're not gonna have the fans are not gonna be happy to even come to the games. You're gonna lose money in the stadium. If you don't
right.
actually put something on the field that's presentable and marketable.
I'm where you are. I think Shador
I
is the
hate
best
I hate it.
option.
I wish it was last year. I would have loved for Deshaun Watson to have been there last year to
Yeah.
start, and then Shedeur Sanders to come in later just to learn, regardless. But this year, Deshaun Watson coming back, it sucks. I feel like he's not going to be his injury makes an old person not explosive anymore, like
Right.
Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, everybody with the Achilles. It's just over. Like it's over.
Yep.
And I think you go with the young buck because you ain't got nothing else to lose other than your job.
That's it. I'll go with Shador. If I'm setting in Todd's spot today, after today's game, I'm picking Shador as long as he looked all right.
Yeah, me
I
too.
mean, I don't know. I may be biased. I just Watson
You
Watson was a letdown for me. So he
you
hurt
you
me.
had a legend over there, and he decided he wanted to quit the team for some reason. So, oh man, all right. You got any last thoughts before we get out of here?
No, I think that sums it up. I'd say I don't care about the 230 billion. Give me the young guy. Let's go.
Yeah, give me the young guy regardless, because look at how the schedule looks. It's like we went to the playoffs or something.
Yeah. It's
We're
an
playing the
uphill
best
battle no
teams in the
matter
league
what.
almost. Yeah,
It's an uphill battle no matter what. Give me the young guy. Let's see what he can do
yeah,
without the conflict of who's starting.
yeah. But you got to get rid of Deshaun. You gotta give him the money and cut him. Get him
Yep.
out of there. He's not gonna back up Shedeur. I mean, he needs to, but he ain't. He
No,
just
because
ain't.
he's got
Like,
an ego.
yeah, he ain't. Like, he needs to go somewhere else. Miami can use him. The Jets could use him.
Yeah, true that.
I mean, the Colts could use him. Like, there's plenty of places to go.
Right.
But all right. Well, hey, everybody, if you watched this long, we appreciate you. We thank you. Hit that like button and subscribe. All right, Josh, we'll catch you later.
See you next time.